Hey everyone, wanted to show you a little bit about this Jeep here. You're not going to see me. I know, that's a great tragedy. But I have to hold the camera this way to be able to kind of move it around and show you what I'm going to be talking about today. So this is the old 61 we've been working on. This is the old motor. This is the one that's coming out. The one that we put in here and it didn't seem to run right. We got the other one being rebuilt over there on the engine stand behind the lights. Don't mind the garage full of crap. And if you listen real carefully, you can hear it's raining really hard outside. So if it gets real noisy, I may have to redo this. But I was watching a video today on somebody that's taken one of these apart. It's a little bit older model. It's a CJ3A, not a 3B, so it's not the high hood version. But he's doing a replacement and he's trying to remount the engine in here. And I was watching it, and he was centering the engine within the frame rails, which, you know, is what you should be doing. This particular Jeep, they had pulled a Toyota motor out, and they were putting this F134 motor in. Well, one of the interesting things about these old Jeeps is the motors are not centered side to side between the frame rails. They're close, but they're not exactly centered. So if you look, starting up here, look at the center of the hood, and follow that bolt right there, and look down at the top of the motor, you'll see that the motor is actually sitting over to the driver's side just a little bit. Now if we follow that down to the frame rails, in this front cross member right here, you'll see where the crankshaft lines up with this red mark right here. Oh, if I can get down here. There we go. That red mark is not in the center. So it's 15 3/4 to this front mount over here. This is where the radiator and front grille support mounts on this side. And it's 11.5 inches to the one on this side. So the motor is sitting just a little bit over to the driver's side. So when you're putting these motors in here, the tendency to think about it is to put it dead center between the frame rails, but it's really not. And if you look down in here, you'll see the front pumpkin. The reason they're shifted off to the side a little bit is to give a little bit more space for the front drive shaft and the front pumpkin to move around, have some articulation in the suspension, and not hit in anything. So offsetting it just a little bit to the right like they did, or to the left as it were, to the driver's side, allows them a little bit more room, and it doesn't really affect the balance of the machine, because I mean, these are not high performance machines. It's not a Porsche, it's a Jeep. You're going to run it 30 miles an hour up and down dirt roads and mountains, so being offset to the side a little bit doesn't hurt anything. Plus, that gives you a little more space over here on this side to add accessories or have room to work on stuff. But yeah, since we took the front grille off to take this motor out, there's a perfect opportunity to kind of show you guys that that motor is not sitting dead center between those frame rails, and most people don't get to see it from this point of view. All right, post any comments, and we'll talk to you guys later.